Huge pie. What's going on, guys? Matt with Carolina Coops. We got an awesome show today, and we got to get right into it. Let's get going. Oh, here she comes. It's time for video check-in. Don't hit the lights. What is wrong with you? To my left, co-host, chickenista, chicken expert, Kristen. Today is going to be an awesome show. Look at goosebumps.
Coyotes are everywhere.
What's going on, Kristen?
Oh, I was just getting my chicken poop necklace on.
Can I get some? Someone's already pooped. Ingrid's like doing her job. Ask and you may receive. Ingrid is on it.
Don't blame it on me.
Oxygen is the solution to foul odors.
I just felt it on my back. It's warm and oh, God.
I knew I was going to have serious problems that, like, the coop remained that much better than the house forever.
The coop is beautiful, by the way. I'm not trying to plug your products by any means.
Please do.
Lipstick, give me a makeup kit. You know, I'll be nice and pretty for the crows.
Oh, so let's pull out another chicken. This is like a magic trick. Up to 1 o'clock already. Oh my God. We have a new Ingrid.
Memo. I missed the memo.
Know a lot of people who do raise rabbits alongside their chickens.
Why would you wait till the last minute to pull out your homework?
Have we met before?
Yep, that's a good one with the cords and everything.
This falls right off, and he regrows a new one the following spring.
Calm down, Matt. Calm down.
Why?
This is a really interesting show.
Oh, it's, see?
Yeah.
My fault. I love it. Cindy, you just earned yourself a shirt. I love that.
Yes, Matt, you are right.
I had no idea what to expect when we opened up that box. And this is why we love what we do.
That's my goal, is to really bring people together through chickens.
The power of chickens.
So. What?
I know, I screwed Ingrid up there.
Well, hello, everyone.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for being here. Welcome to Video Chicken Live. My name is Matt. This is Kristen, our chickenista. And I think we have another chickenista with us today. So the one thing I wanted to go over real quick, we're already at 52 people, already 9 people have hit that thumbs up. Do everything you can to hit that thumbs up. We have to jump right into it because we have 2 guests sitting in the green room right now, and I think you guys are going to absolutely love this. We have Dr. Lamb, who is a avian vet.
Ooh, we love that.
Yes, look, I got goosebumps, and we love avian vets because at the end of the day, we know what it's like to be on YouTube, right? We know what it's like. Oh, you just got ridiculed. They just bashed you big time. You're right. You're right. Okay, you know what? I do. And at the end of the day,
I don't take it personally.
And at the end of the day, you can't argue with vets. And I love when vets come on, especially we have never talked to Dr. Lamb before. I'm not sure how much she knows about us, but I love when we start talking about things and they say things that we have been saying for years. And this is why we do what we do.
Validation. Yeah.
Validation. Dr. Validation. That's what I think we should call it, the Dr. Validation Show. So she has a hard stop at 12:20, so we're going to get right into it. But again, thank you for being here. And before we bring them in, we also have Nadine from... Well, I remember them as Nutriberries, but it's Lafeber's. Am I saying that right, Ingrid?
I don't. We'll have to.
We're
ask
going to
Nadine.
get the...
We're going to get it right because I know it's her last name is Lafeber. So she is in charge of sales and marketing, which is one of my favorite subjects. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing some fish analogies. And they are offering something really, really slick. But as always, you know me, I got major trust issues, and I don't believe everything people tell me. And we got to validate.
You're a natural skeptic.
I'm a validator. And speaking about trusting anything, later in the show, you got something to bring to the table that I noticed you and Ingrid kind of had some exchanges where Ingrid's like, no, I'm not even touching that one. Did we get to the bottom of that?
Yeah, well, we talked about it in the bathroom.
Nothing like some good bathroom talk. The reason why I bring that
That's where
up,
all the good brainstorming happens. Just FYI.
the reason why I bring that up is I wonder what Dr. Lamb might have to say about it.
Yeah, we can get an update on the topic.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's we're gonna have to scoot in. It's a little too warm in here today. I don't know if the AC is broken. If we can bring in Nadine and Dr. Lamb, and Dr. Lamb has a friend there with her. This is Nadine from Lafeber. How do I say your last name?
Yes, please help us.
Yes, Lafeber. You had it right.
Lafeber.
Okay, great.
And also joining us is Dr. Lamb.
All right, Kristen and Matt, you there's. I always use the logo.
I was looking at them.
I know.
I don't know if
There
we
you
can.
go.
Well, good thing we had the same shirt on.
Yeah, and we did not plan
yeah,
that.
that's embarrassing or cute, one or the other.
No, it's I'm like, I feel like I just ran into you at the rock concert. No, I ran into you at
love
Walmart. No, we did not plan this. I promise.
I thought that was on purpose. I was like,
No.
wow, great coordination.
No, it definitely was not on purpose.
It is that 3/4 sleeve type of day today, though.
It is, which I love it. So, Dr. Lamb, you have a
gotta
chick.
lean in.
You
yeah,
have,
we want to know we have to introduce the chicken too.
Yeah, so Dr. Lamb, can you introduce us to your chicken?
Yeah, this is Artemis. She's my 8-year-old hen. So she actually has a cataract in one of her eyes. So as she kind of comes by the screen, you might see a little sort of blue appearance to her eye, and that's because she's got a little cataract in there. So she's showing her age, but she's doing great.
8 years old. That's pretty old.
Isn't it pretty old? How long do chickens live?
Well, so I would say the chickens that I tend to see in the clinic, unfortunately, a lot of chickens die around 2 to 3 years of age. If they make it beyond that, then, like 5, 7. So she's a little older, but I will say the oldest chicken I've ever met in the clinic was 13.
Oh, wow. I had one live 10.
I have 2 that are almost 7. I have 2 of my original flock that are almost 7. So
Look at me making moves.
That would.
How is your mic rate where I knew I was sacrificing more?
Okay, can we focus,
So 8
Matthew?
years old is, I was getting into it. 8 years old. That is pretty darn old. You've had a couple chickens live to 8 years.
Yeah.
Cataracts. Have you ever had a chicken have cataracts
No,
before?
I haven't.
I didn't know chickens could get cataracts. Is that something that's curable?
It's not curable. I could take her to the ophthalmologist and get it removed, but her other eye is okay. So for right now, I'm just watching it. Like if she has the other eye develop a cataract, then yeah, we might be going to the ophthalmologist and getting cataract surgery on her. But we'll see. I hope not.
So Dr. Lynn, so now you work with Lafebres, right?
Well, I do like different consulting things sometimes. I'll write some articles for them. We also do, with more the parrot side of things, we do webinars for them.
Okay, so what I want to do is, so Nadine, you're with sales and marketing, and this is your family's company that produces what most would know, and this is kind of what I picture when I was walking into the big pet stores, is the Nutriberry brand. And so that is your company that makes those treats, right?
Yeah, so we have Nutriberries, which is a nutritionally complete food for parrots and cockatiels, macaws, all of that on the pet bird side.
And you guys are branching out into chickens.
Yes.
What made you guys want to branch out into chickens?
So we are very close with the vet community since my grandfather was a vet and his passion was birds. So he actually created the first nutritionally complete food for parrots. And we had a lot of vets come to us and say, we're seeing a lot more chickens in the clinic. People are spending more time, energy, and money on them, and they're lasting longer. They're living to older age, and we'd love to see a senior booster for them.
Okay.
Like, can you take the Nutriberry, because we love the shape. The shape adds a lot of foraging and enrichment. So they're like, we want the shape, but for senior chickens. So we thought, okay, well, if we're going to do that, it would be great to do an egg-laying booster and a feather booster too.
All right, so speaking of that, because I know we only have about maybe 12 more minutes with Dr. Lamb. Dr. Lamb, talk to us. All right, so if people are interested in buying these, they're reading it, maybe they're being a skeptical like me, and I know you guys are being so generous that you're going to offer samples to put in with the coops. Talk to us from a veterinarian standpoint, why we would want to consider these products in front of us right now.
Yeah, okay, so I would say, in particular, I really like the senior one, and I have a piece right here right now, and Artemis is enjoying it for us. But the reason I really like the senior one is because they've actually put a lot of products in there that aren't in your standard diets that are on the market and available, that really help older hens just provide nutritional support in other ways. So for example, They have glucosamine and chondroitin in them. Glucosamine and chondroitin is helpful for joints, and as any animal ages, they're going to get arthritis. It's just a fact of life and having bones. So having that glucosamine and chondroitin in there can be really helpful to reduce the effects of that. There's also ginger in there, which is a natural anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. And again, as animals age, there's oxidative damage that happens to our cells. So just natural wear and tear of life on your body can lead to cellular damage. And ginger, acting as an antioxidant, can counteract some of those effects of just, again, natural living on those cells. Also, as a lot of birds are aging, we do see certain like cardiovascular problems with them, and those antioxidants can be helpful to counteract some of those effects from cardiovascular problems. Other things that we see as birds age, liver problems are actually really common in birds as they get older, and the senior one has dandelion leaf and milk thistle in it, both of which are really helpful for supporting the liver. They do different sort of functions, but the end goal is that they support that liver. And then also there's L-carnitine in there, which helps metabolize fat. And one thing that people really like to do is feed their animals, and they often feed their animals more than they should. And there's a lot of fat animals
Don't
out
judge
there.
us. No judging here. I feel called out.
And I will say, as animals get older and humans get older, metabolism seems to slow down a little bit, right? So sometimes having things like L-carnitine, what it does is it actually helps metabolize fat. And so, it's just a added support with your metabolism. And then there's also other immune support in there. There's echinacea, and then there's some good protein sources in there as well, like the black soldier fly larvae. So
yeah.
I will say, I was not expecting this, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the booster berries or not. But so Artemis, my chicken, again, she's 8 years old, and she hasn't been laying for, I don't know, she probably stopped at about 6. And I started giving her the booster berries, and she's laying again. So
Whoa,
I don't know if it
wow.
has anything to do with the booster berries, but maybe. All I know is that my 8-year-old chicken is laying eggs, and I'm a little confused by that. But
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, Matt was taking
That's
notes,
amazing.
and you were saying all the right things. I think he was considering it for himself.
Oh no! So what? Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's slow down for a second.
Like
Yes.
my joints ache, and
Exactly. I'm like, I need to go get more
he
ginger.
was writing it all down.
Yeah. So I need to start eating this stuff. Okay. So that was the ingredients, the nutrition that goes into the senior supplement. And that was just such a perfect explanation. And then you mentioned something about the egg, the berry,
How are the
booster
other
berries.
Uh-huh.
So
How are they different? How would you choose?
And if you have a mixed flock, can you have? Somebody's asking if you have like a mixed flock, and can you give the senior ones? Will it affect the younger ones?
Absolutely. You can absolutely give the senior ones. The senior ones may be marketed with the name senior, but I have to say, like, I would give these to younger birds too, because all those things that are in there are beneficial. And there are sometimes some things that when you give some sort of certain like nutraceuticals and things before there's a problem, it actually helps like prevent problems later on. So again, the senior one may be marketed for seniors, but you can give it at any age. So, okay. And then like there's the feather formula one that has like higher, has algae oil in that one. So that one's a good source of omega-3 fatty acids, which I have to say I'm a huge fan of omega-3 fatty acids for everyone, really, because omega-3 fatty acids also really help in tons of different ways. They reduce inflammation, they build up in the body over time. So they're also going to be helpful for joint disease. They'll help for kidney function, they'll help for cardiac, they help lower fat levels in circulation as well. And again, like I was saying, there's a lot of cardiovascular things we see in birds as they get older. So having that higher source of omega-3 fatty acids is really helpful. But then, of course, since that one's more marketed for feathers, that algae oil that's in there, that omega-3 fatty acid is really meant for that product more to help support the feathers. But then it also has good protein sources in there, the pumpkin seed, and again, there's the black soldier fly larvae in there, and a certain vitamins that are helpful for feather health, like vitamin A is in like the cilantro that's in there. So
I need this stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
I see your brain just churning right there.
Okay, so that was a lot of information, but here's the thing that I actually love is we're looking at the back of these packages, folks. I know this might be a little bit too small, but Dr. Lamb is just listing off all the things that are in here and quickly explaining about why these are great ingredients, and it just makes sense now why they said, "Hey, wait a minute. Okay, let's put this wonderful let's make this popcorn ball, if you will." I used to love those ones with the caramel. And then you feed these to your chickens, and when looking at this is we talk a lot about chickens and what they want to eat and what they don't want to eat, and then how texture is important. And you just summed it all up right here in a treat, a ball that can definitely benefit your chickens. And one of the questions I see a lot coming in on the questions and comments is kind of the crossing of feeding. Like someone's asking, can you feed these to roosters?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I will say before Lafeber's had the booster berries, because I have parrots at my home as well. And if one of the parrots dropped the Nutriberry, the chicken was absolutely on top of it because, hey, it's something that's delicious on the ground. But you can feed it to a variety of different birds. You could feed it to other, like if people have turkeys, I don't know if any of the people have turkeys, but that's something you could do as well.
I love how Artemis is going right in the bag there.
Is it possible to overfeed your chickens with these treats? Because I notice we're using the word treat, which a lot of times we associate with not too much candy now. But a lot of this stuff, can you actually have too much? Because there's such a good variety of stuff.
So go ahead.
Go ahead.
I
was say real quick, we did they are nutritionally complete, so they're not we have them as a treat because we want them to be a booster, but we're always hyper cautious with that of people overfeeding, so they actually are a nutritionally complete treat.
Okay.
So I'm not very intelligent, to be honest with you. Is that a yes or a no? So you don't want to overfeed these to your chickens, but if you did, it wouldn't hurt them? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I'll let Dr. Lamb continue because I'm sure she had more.
So I would say as a veterinarian, I'm always worried about anybody overfeeding anything, because even if something is like perfect, fabulous, nutrition, I mean, you could eat a perfect diet and overdo it, right? Like there's definitely the ability to take in too much food and have it be to excess. But that being said, I mean, like we said, the booster berries are they are a balanced diet. Like the way it was formulated is it's balanced and it just has all this extra stuff. So you could feed it as like the sole source of food if you wanted to. Like you could do it in replacement of pellets, for the bird, and it would be okay. So the answer is yes, but always never overfeed.
All right, so this kind of might be tying into it is on the opposite with the eggs. Will this change the nutritional value? So before we answer that, everything the chicken eats is what's going to be the result of the nutritional value of the egg when we eat it, right? Is that a very fair statement? We always say what goes in the chicken is going to go into you if you eat the eggs, right? And the meat to a certain aspect, if you will. So I guess, can you speak to that question that Lisa's asking? Will it change nutritional value if feeding these, like the booster berries, for the eggs?
So with the feather formula one that has the algae oil, because it has higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids in it, then I don't know for a fact, because I don't know if that was studied when the product was being formulated, but we do know that when we increase omega-3 fatty acids in other ways to laying hens, that will increase the omega-3 fatty acids that's actually in the egg itself. So one would expect that the feather formula one would increase the omega-3 fatty acid content, but I don't know that that's actually been studied specifically, that the company looked at that specifically.
Okay, so we have 2 minutes left with Dr. Lamb. Dr. Lamb, thank you so much for being here, but I'm sure we got a couple questions here locally. Kristen, you being our chicken expert, I wanted to kind of see if you had any questions that maybe you wanted to ask Dr. Lamb before she goes.
Yeah, I do have one question. Does your chicken eat them whole, or does she break them up, or do you break them up?
Both. Like, it is a little bit of a bigger berry, so like if she grabs it, she sometimes takes the whole thing and like runs off with it. But then when she sets it down, she'll like peck it into a couple of pieces, but she'll sometimes take like a pretty good sized chunk and just like guzzle it down. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
But you can break them up. I mean, if your chicken is having a hard time with it, or if you have a lazy chicken who just wants to be hand fed, you can like crush them between your fingers and make them into a little bit more smaller bite sizes that might be more enticing for certain individuals.
Okay, fantastic.
I see someone asking, and this is interesting. What about ducks? Can these be fed to ducks?
Yeah, you could feed them to ducks. That would be fine as well. I mean, I'll be totally honest and say when I was giving them to my chicken, my parrots saw that my chicken was getting them. And so I gave a couple to my parrots too, because it was okay.
Oh yeah, I would think any bird, right?
I think so, because all the
bird.
ingredients that I see, it reminds me of all these things I'm watching on TikTok. Be like, oh, I guess I need a bunch of that. That's going to help you lose weight, and but it's not. So Dr. Lamb, it is 12:20. Thank you so much for being here. I hope we get to talk again, maybe when you have a larger window, and we get into some more stuff. So again, thank you so much for being here.
And Nadine, stay with us.
Yeah. No, you're not allowed to go anywhere, Nadine. You're next.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
you so much, Dr. Lamb.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, so
let me just move her out.
Okay, now we got some breathing room. My God, it's a hot night. I didn't realize the simplicity of this, and I think having that conversation with Dr. Lamb helped. And as I'm looking in the back of this beautiful package, Nadine, I'm not sure if you're part of sales and marketing, if you had anything to do with the beautiful artwork back here, but I can tell you, I love just how easy it was to follow along with what she was saying. Does that make sense?
These key ingredients with the picture on the back, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of feel like I've been a horrible chicken owner all these years because we haven't been giving these to the chickens.
I know.
I didn't realize I got to worry about the chickens. I mean, I have enough problems with inflammation and then cardiovascular. So one of the questions that people have been asking is, where can they buy these? Can they buy them through Carolina Coops? Will they be available? So I'm not sure. I know you guys mentioned about the idea of sending us samples to put in with our coops. Is that is that part of your lane, or do I have to talk to someone else about that conversation?
Yeah, no, we are on board with it. So I think as soon as you guys want them, let us know and we'll send them over.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
I'm sold because
send them on.
Yeah, I think our customers, who doesn't love something for free, if you will, and I think this is so incredibly generous on you guys, and it's smart. It's smart that we can just throw this right into the hardware packs.
Our customers really care about their chickens.
They do, and they're gonna. I mean,
if they're buying one of our chicken coops, they're
gonna buy this stuff.
Yeah.
And where else can they buy these?
And where would you like people to buy them?
Yes.
Because I know we like people to buy direct from us.
Yeah, so you can buy direct from us. They're also on Amazon, and Chewy and Petco are placing orders for them. So they're not available on their site yet, but they will be as well. But
are they
in the meantime,
are they in brick and mortar stores at all, or not yet?
If your local pet store doesn't have it, your pet store can also purchase directly from us at wholesale prices. So you can tell them they're available. We do have for
And do you prefer people to go directly to your website or Amazon or Chewy? Does it matter to you all?
Well, I think wherever people usually go. Because we are in rural Illinois, and because our facility is on my great-great-grandfather's farm, so we're very far out. Our shipping costs are a little bit higher, but so I understand people going elsewhere. Of course, yes, like you, we love direct, but also your local pet store, we always encourage buying from your local pet shop too. But Chewy and Amazon are just as great.
All right. Sounds good.
Great way to answer that question, because we get that all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to flip, I'll be honest with you. I am seeing a win. Like with our hemp, we are selling so much hemp on Amazon. And do we make as much money? No. However, the whole reason why I wanted to get on Amazon, I'm sure Amazon knows, everyone does this. It's a great way of marketing. It's a great way for people to find you. But here's the thing, and again, I'll just shout out to Amazon. Their power is so big when it comes to shipping that when we saw how much it's actually going to cost our customer to end up getting the bale of hemp, it is way cheaper than if they buy directly from us.
Oh, because their shipping costs are less.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I know, like Nadine was saying, yes, of course, I want people to buy directly from us. But at the end of the day, things are changing where the way you look at what's benefiting you is changing. Where, okay, if we keep moving product and it's getting out there. So I think that was a great way of answering that.
Thank you.
So samples. Tell us about these samples. I mean, look, you're giving me goosebumps. I love the idea that we're just going to call you, or I'm not sure who we're going to call, but you're going to send us a box or boxes of samples. What size would those samples be?
So I'm not sure what would fit best. We do have some smaller trial size bags, but I think we could probably offer like a limited, like 10 ounce if you guys wanted to do a special promo offer, a full size bag as well.
So tell us then. Okay, I mean that's extremely generous, and I would never expect that. I think just having 4 or 5 balls where just. This isn't enough to see the effects of it, but more, the first thing I know when I feed chickens, I want to see if they'll even accept it. We can kind of tell as chicken people if they like it or not, especially like live soldier fly larvae. You would think it's like their favorite candy. We could definitely do something 10 out. So I guess we can talk about that after the show. In the meantime, what is the price of these? I have no clue. If I was to go to your website right now, how much would I expect to pay for one of these bags?
Yeah, they are at $12.99, and then the senior is $1 more because of all of the extra ingredients and glucosamine L-carnitine that we've packed in there.
Okay. So Lafeber's is offering a coupon code on our website for our viewers.
Oh, really?
So,
I love a coupon code.
Brenda says it's okay, Nadine. So
okay.
okay. So who's Brenda?
So Brenda actually organizes our pet bird webinars, and she's great. She helps with all of that, and
so she's saying, can we offer a coupon code? I guess she's deferring to you. I'm sorry,
sure.
I misread that.
No worries.
I actually just gave away a coupon.
So we'll have to set it up.
I told you I needed light.
Yeah, well, I can get it live today, but yeah, we could definitely do a special promo discount code and have it last for a week. Do you think that's a good amount of time?
Yeah, I think that's great. And what I can do is put it on the video description for the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. That is awesome. And I know it allows our viewers to feel, I mean, I'm sure they already feel special having us every Friday live. And we are live right now. I even forgot to give the date of April 19th earlier, 2024. So there'll be a special code that you can get so what are they going to get if they use the code when they order this?
So we'll say 25% off.
Wow.
And
that's very generous.
Yeah. We'll do the code. So we'll do Carolina Coops 25 just to make it easy.
Okay.
All right. So you guys,
and then Brenda,
folks,
can you reach out to Jadrian and have him set that up on the cart? Organizing live right now.
All right. Carolina Coops 25.
So
that's how we roll.
Exactly. So what I did is I put you on the spot, and you're reminding me. We're gonna come visit one day, and I'll bet you guys are a lot like us. You kind of just roll with the punches. You got to do it, and you guys must obviously love what you do. So Carolina Coops 25 is the promo code. What is the actual website, please?
Lafeber.com, and then to get to our shopping cart, it's lafeber.com/shop.
You're there. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Share the screen.
I'm getting there.
There we go. We're gonna bring your website up right now. Okay. There we go. So we're at LafeberCompany.com. Look at all those beautiful colors. We got to change that chicken coop. What can we do to change that chicken coop for you?
I can send you a picture.
Send us a photo. We'll be happy to.
Yeah, let's get that changed.
So either the shop now button, or you can go to shop in the menu. And
you think maybe later today?
You got backyard chickens.
Yeah.
So right there, Lafeber.com, LAFEBER.com. So even for the podcast, when you guys listen to this later, I know you'll probably be out of time for the promo code, but if you're interested in buying these wonderful supplements, the egg boosters, the feather, how did they say, the feather supplements, you can go to Lafeber.com and order right from there. However, I know some people have been asking also, are these going to be available through Carolina Coops? I think that's something we could probably talk about off the air. I'm not sure if you must
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know you guys had a retail, so definitely.
I would love that. We can buy a bunch of these and keep them in stock. I really like the idea of the gift idea. I think it's going to be awesome. And I think we'll be, Christopher, where are you at over there? We're going to do a social media post. I think I'd love to do a social media post later. We'll feed some of these to the chickens. And you saw Dr. Lamb's chicken.
Yeah.
Just going nuts.
Yeah.
And I doubt she let that chicken starve for the show.
And I do have a tip. I noticed when I gave them to my chickens, they were a little hesitant. Like they were unfamiliar. They were like, "What's this? This is new." But when I broke them, then they knew what they were and they loved them. So if you've got a chicken that's a little hesitant,
just break them up.
Yeah, she'll know. She'll come to learn that they're fabulous. Just have them break them up initially. I think.
Here we
just
go.
in case.
Ethan, maybe we should have a couple in stock for local pickup too.
Oh yeah, that'd be. Oh my God, people would love that.
Yeah,
because they love to stop by, get a picture, get some merch, get their hemp. I got a great idea. We're gonna try something.
I know what you're gonna try.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's already done it. Ethan, you got a copy? Can someone get a radio to Ethan?
The thing I like about these so much is all the things that are in them, like echinacea, and ginger, all that stuff that you find in your garden, but you can't let your chickens always in your garden because they ruin it, and I'm a gardener. So the area around my chickens doesn't have all the stuff that I would love for them to eat all the time. These treats have those different things that they don't necessarily have access to because they would ruin it if I let them. And it's great. It's a great way to give them.
Can you report to the studio, please?
Is this going to take long? I have a driving job to do.
It won't take long for you, I promise.
So anyway, I do like that idea of being able to give them all these good plant-based nutrients that they might not always have, because right around my coop is mostly just dirt right now because they go to town. I mean, there are plants there.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick, we're going to have Ethan come in here, and I don't see anything that says these are not for human consumption, so I want to get the... hopefully
we do, they are human grade, so they're fine. And
perfect, yeah, go ahead.
They'll
Ethan,
probably
come in here real quick, Ethan, and we're going to do something. I am curious...
I hope you haven't had lunch yet.
Yeah, here, give him his headphone. Let him borrow your earbuds. I know it might be a little disgusting. This is Ethan Krebix, everyone. If you have had the luxury of having a roll-off or a turnkey chicken coop, you met this gentleman. And Ethan, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, so we are on with Nadine, and that didn't take long. Slide in. Jeez, I was going to ask you to try these out. What do you think?
I need the ones with
No. So
this one I didn't like because of the oyster shells.
You've already tried these?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you. Now I mixed them up.
This one kind of tastes sweet.
Hold on. If you can tell which one it is. Oh my gosh.
That one's sweet.
Which one is that one? Sweet.
Yep.
Okay, so we gotta figure out which one's gonna be sweet. I think you got to eat the whole thing though to really.
What?
What do you think? You just didn't care. You gotta get the crunch in there. Yeah, get the crunch in there. You're sweating now. I'm sorry.
I'm hot.
It's a little warm in here. So what do you think so far? What's your initial reaction? Do you need something to drink?
No, I'm good.
They are.
All right.
Hello, by the way.
Yes, this is Nadine. She is the granddaughter, if I remember correctly, of the Dr. Lafeber. I know I'm not saying it right. That started this, and their factory's on her great grandfather's. So we got to go out and visit them one day. I'm sure you'll be with me. So which one do you think? So we got Boosta Berry.
No, I don't like that one.
You don't like Boosta
Berry? So he
Berry?
doesn't want the ones for the eggs because it's got oyster shells in it.
Okay.
So he likes the senior.
Yeah.
So, but you already ate.
This one was the best one.
That's your best one. Which one? So you only ate two. But
I already had that one though.
But you might have just had it twice. We don't know which one this is.
Really? That one did kind of taste like oyster shells.
Which one? This one?
The one I just ate. This one.
Okay, now go ahead and eat that one.
That's the one he liked that was sweet. That's this. No?
No.
That's this one.
That's the oyster shell.
Oh, man, you're so mean.
No.
I give you credit, buddy. So the point is they are...
Ethan approved.
Yes, Ethan
These
approved.
two.
They are
Yeah,
human
these
grade.
ones.
Those are your two. If you had to survive on an island, you would eat these two. So, but that just goes to show the quality. Even with the black soldier fly larva in there, an excellent protein source.
Ethan doesn't need the one for his eggs, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
I know. You got plenty of eggs, I'm sure, already.
Eggs?
Never mind. All right, buddy. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Thank you so
All
much.
right, I gotta go. Thank you.
Thanks.
I love it.
That's Ethan, everyone. Our turnkey expert, driving the country, bringing the coops to you, assembling.
Everybody
on site.
loves him.
Yes, it's so great to get the positive feedback we get from our road crew out there.
Francine wants you to eat one, Matt.
No.
Well, at least we got it narrowed down to the best one.
That was so funny
That was
that
very
he
nice.
knew
That was
immediately.
I know.
He said, I already had that one.
That is amazing.
Someone needs to buy that man some lunch.
Yeah, really.
All right. So Nadine, okay, so we'll talk about some wholesale. We're going to figure out how to allow these to be samples for everyone when they get a chicken coop. And then again, if you're just joining us later today, if you go to Lafeber.com and type in the promo code Carolina Coops 25, they will give you 25% off for being here
For
and watching.
for these treats.
For these treats right here. Yes,
Right.
that's a
For a
good
week.
point.
Yeah, let's
The
not.
booster berries.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to be promising anything that's not true.
Yeah.
So now I see there's a lot of questions coming in for Nadine, and I just kind of wanted to give a couple seconds to go back and give our viewers a chance so you can answer their questions. While you're doing that, Nadine, how long have you been doing this?
You mean working in pet food?
Yes.
With Lafeber? Yeah, it'll be 9 years this summer.
Now, can I assume, since this is your family's business, so you've been around it as long as you can remember, right?
Yes. Yes.
A little side conversation. Tell me about that. What do you have any regrets? Are you grateful that maybe you got to grow up around a family-owned business?
Yeah, I like I said, we're a small family company, and so a lot of the people who are there have known me since I was a little kid. So it's an incredibly tight-knit team that we have, and I actually wasn't planning on working with the family company. I was very lucky that my dad didn't put that pressure on me that, hey, you're going to take this and run with it. So wasn't until later when I was graduating that he said, hey, we'd love to have you on the team. And I had another opportunity, but I love animals too. So I thought being able to do this would be amazing. And continuing my grandfather's legacy is a huge honor as well. So it's been incredible. I love it.
Yeah, that's got to be awesome. Yeah, so I'm glad to hear that because I'm terrified my kids are going to hate me and Nan when they get older. But I've told both of them, we had a conversation the other day, said, you got to go pursue your dreams. You do not need to work for a family-owned business unless there's an emergency. No. So I'm like, Jetta, what do you want to be when you get older? And she's like, Oxford Stables, she wants to do the horses, and of course Mikey's like, what? I hope my children one day, one of them, if not both of them, help work in the company. But I figured that's the secret. Don't put that pressure on them, and they will come, right?
So
maybe that was his long-term strategy. Yeah.
Yeah. Was your father and grandfather, were they avian vets mostly, or were they just what made them want to go into birds versus just like dogs, cats, horses?
Yeah. So the avian medicine was not a specialization at the time. And my grandfather was pioneered avian medicine as a specific area in medicine. And he just loved birds. He had a passion for them. They were his favorite. He especially loved little budgies. And he created the first food because a lot of birds were coming in sick just from malnutrition because there wasn't a complete diet for them. So he said, well, if there is just a complete diet, so many of these issues would go away. So that was really his passion. And then my dad, after completing vet school, was like, well, let me help you turn it into an actual business and make some money off of it, because my grandfather wasn't running it like a business. And so he helped him. And then both of them created our other two products, AV Cakes and Nutriberries. And and so my dad grew up at the vet clinic too, and he loves birds. I grew up with a ton of birds as well. So yeah, it's a huge part of our family history.
Does anyone in your family have chickens? Because you said you were in like rural.
Yeah, no, we don't. We didn't have any chickens. We just pets in the household, but I grew up with other people having chickens, so definitely
Right.
familiar with them. But we didn't have any ourselves.
All right, you gotta have to get some chickens because
Yes,
They're so great. I'm the chicken pusher.
yes, if you
yes,
I had no
know.
experience with birds and got chickens, and I was just like, oh my god, birds are fascinating. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Their
you don't realize
personality
it.
is so intelligent. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, if you're just joining us, we have Nadine. She is are you in charge of sales and
VP.
marketing? You are VP. I love that. Of sales and marketing, one of my favorite parts of the company, because that's where there's an art in marketing, if you will. You know, I always try to tell people that, to me, I love fishing, so I use that analogy all the time, that anyone can go out and set the hook, if you will, and that's sales. If you're fishing and that fish bites, you can set the hook. But marketing is knowing when to go out on the lake. It's knowing what type of bait to put on that hook, what type of hook. It's everything. That's an art. So I give so much appreciation for people that are able to do that, and kind of jealous too. I think that's got to be an awesome job that you can. Like you mentioned earlier, that you're continuing what your great grandfather started. You know,
That's really cool.
And just he's looking down, very, very happy. I saw also that it was Brenda. Do I got that right from your company?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She said earlier, and this reminds me of Jetta doing the same thing. So when Nadine was a little girl, when they would go do shows, she was even there helping work.
Yeah.
The trade shows.
The trade shows.
Yeah, my dad would put me on the stand. Okay, I'll sell the food. I'm like, okay. So nervous, but it was great. Yeah.
That's great. That's
Gotcha.
great.
All right. Any other questions? I'm trying to skim through them, and I'm getting sidetracked.
I do have one comment too. I'm noticing here on the bag it says "Made in the USA," and we love that.
Yes, everything is made. We manufacture everything ourselves, so it's not someone else doing it. We're just putting our name on it. We do everything ourselves, and so we have tight quality control. We do small batches. Like I said, we're a small family company, so we really put our love into everything that we make.
Yeah, and you said you're in Iowa, right?
Illinois.
No, so it is Illinois. I thought, because I see Cornell, Illinois. So I want to come by and visit one day, but now I have to ask, if you're in Illinois, are you guys Bears fans?
Are we Bears fans?
Bears fans.
I'll say yes. I can't speak, but we have a lot of hardcore Cubs fans. So on the other side, I don't know about Bears though.
All right, so if you guys are just joining us, we have Nadine, VP of Sales and Marketing from her family's business, Lafeber's, and we had Dr. Lamb on earlier talking about, from a veterinarian's point of view, their expertise and their knowledge and maybe even their studies of the benefits of these three products that they have just came out with for chickens. They have been doing food and for the for the pet bird industry, like parrots. And you guys have come out with treats to help combat other things you might be dealing with from, maybe with feathers, slow egg production. She mentioned earlier that she had an older chicken that slowed down with egg laying, and she gave him the egg laying supplement. And I think this is the one
she gave her the senior ones.
She gave him the senior ones?
Yeah.
Well, then all of a sudden she started laying eggs. And it's just, it makes so much sense when they explain that. And a couple of people were asking, what are those three different ones? So we got people just coming in now. We're about to break 100. If you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up button. Share the show. I know we lost Facebook altogether, but that's fine. They can see you later until they come out with something cool. And then I'll be like, yes. All right. Let's get over 100.
Yeah, the three we've got one for seniors, one for feathers, and one is a egg supplement.
So the Enrich.
Really, you can't go wrong with any of them.
Right. They're not specific, so you could,
Yeah,
how
the
young can
packaging
they-
is green, so it is showing up as blue because of the green screen, but just everyone knows the packaging is green.
Yes.
So whose chickens? Are these pictures that you guys went out and took pictures of your chickens, or did you have
They
professional?
don't have chickens. I already asked.
Yeah, no, those are professional taken photos that our designers.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah, they. So, is there any age limit? And maybe this was a question for Dr. Lamb, but can you just people have mixed flocks. They have young chickens, they have older chickens, they have bantams, they have ducks. Is this is fine for a complete mixed flock?
I would say just not for chicks, but I think
young
to adult is fine.
So as long as they're coop ready.
Yeah, so that's a good question too, because they asked earlier about ducks. She said yes for ducks, quail. I mean, I can't see why you could go wrong with any of these ingredients, even if you're a rooster and you're not going to be laying some eggs. But there's some good stuff in here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a calcium boost, so won't that's just and we have marigold flowers in that one to help with the yolk color. So it's nothing that would be harmful for a rooster. It's just wouldn't have the benefits that it would for a hen.
Right.
Oh, so the marigold in this one is simply just for the color of the egg to get it that darker color?
Yeah, for a really rich color.
Marigolds are good. All right.
And it's also a good source of antioxidants and anti-inflammation. So it has the things, and we use the actual full flower as well. So you'll see the dried marigold in there, which is really cool. It looks really beautiful.
Awesome. Well, Nadine, thank you so much for being here. Great
you.
job. I am so thankful you guys reached out to us. We look forward to partnering up. I look forward to seeing our coop on your website and getting the sample so we can share this with all our coop customers and hopefully maybe doing some business where we can start selling these on our website. And hopefully we'll get to meet you in person sometime soon.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Thank you so much for inviting us on.
Yes, You're welcome. Thank you for being so generous with the code and your time.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
you.
you.
Soon.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, it is already 12:45. Well, actually now 12:46, and I wanted to get in some more stuff before 1 o'clock, but
Friday, April 19th.
Yeah, I tell you that was actually very exciting. I didn't realize how much nutrition value was here, and honestly, it did make me feel like it's like when I take my pets to the vet. And maybe I'm the only one. You leave there feeling like a horrible pet owner. It's like, oh, I didn't know I should have been feeding them this the whole time. But we do now, and we're going to be having Lafeber is going to give us samples to put in our chicken coops for you guys. And, of course, you can go to their website, the promo Carolina Coops 25. It'll probably be up in probably later today to get 25% off, which I think is very, very generous.
I'm going to fill my pockets before I leave.
Yeah. So we had a question here.
Yeah.
This is from Robert Pizzo. Heated argument between my wife and myself. At dusk, the girls were getting on the roost bar. One girl kept going into an egg hutch to produce an egg or to sleep.
That chicken will not be laying an egg after dark.
Right.
So there's another reason for her to take refuge into a nesting box. And there's really no good reason for that. So pull her out, put her back on the roost.
Yeah, she's definitely getting picked on.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's not feeling well, or she's turning broody. I mean, there's...
That's a good point.
And just for the record, our pets have great snacks.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, yeah. You guys do a great job with your pets.
I know. I was trying to make...
You're really healthy.
So we forgot to mention, or actually I wanted to mention, I need everyone's feedback right now. How do we look? How are we looking? How's it going? I noticed a couple people said, oh, it froze. We shook the dice. We threw it. We got the camera up and running like 15 minutes before the show. And we are experimenting with a camera I've been thinking about getting. This is the camera we actually use for a lot of our long format videos. So it looks better on the monitor, I can tell you that. But I also clicked 4K streaming, so it should be coming through in 4K. Maybe some people that are watching right now, maybe they have to click on 4K to see it. I'm not really sure how all that works, but let us know, because if this looks good and you guys like it, and knock on wood, if we're going to go down, it's going to be in about 15 minutes like we have in the past, but hopefully we don't. Let us know what you think, because I would love an excuse to go get one of these cameras.
I think you
guys look great on my peasant phone here.
Thank you.
I feel like the audio's lagging slightly behind the video. It's very slight.
We always lag when we're streaming.
All right. Well, then maybe I'm...
Oh, yeah, that's normal. I'm not lagging here. Like, this has been spot on. Okay. And we're actually using the computer to to power the camera, which also makes me nervous. Carolina error uploading. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. I hope we're live, because I also did notice we dropped from 100 to 60 real quick, which is very strange. So I'm not sure what happened there. But anyways, all right. So Kristen, you mentioned earlier that something is going on. You read something in the news, which we know is always true.
Well, I wasn't able to verify it, so I'm not sure. But it was just regarding the avian flu, and if there was, there may or may not have been governmental research in gain of function with avian flu.
Okay, normal language, layman's terms.
Scientists gain of function is what supposedly they did with COVID, and taking a virus and making it more. Making it so that it affects humans, like taking a virus that only affects bats and
wait a minute, so you're saying the avian flu might be created by the government?
No, well, it's the avian flu has always been here, and it's been really a non-issue for humans because it hasn't made that jump, and this year it made that jump, and sometimes it takes time to do that. Sometimes it never happens. The human that did get it just had pink eye, so it wasn't serious. I'm not sure how they can attribute pink eye to avian flu.
Help me out here. So you're saying that you read somewhere that our federal government...
well, it was a letter from Congress to the head of the USDA asking questions about it. So that was what I couldn't confirm. And it was in the Daily Mail, which I now find out is not reputable.
Okay, so I want to ask our audience.
Or not always reputable, so
right, and
there's that.
I
So take it with a grain of salt.
Well, I want to ask our audience and Ingrid if what we thought of that, because that is the thing about today's news is it makes me so mad, and it's so easy now to fake things. And what scares me about our future is that when you lost hope and not even knowing what to believe, who to believe, and that we are getting so good at creating fake news, it is going to destroy us.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why
it's so hard to tell what's real and what's not. But the facts are avian flu is here. Avian flu has been here for a long time, and we've had years where it's affected flocks and years where it really didn't. And this was the first year that it jumped to cattle and one human. I think it maybe affected one human many years ago. So whether or not there's some other forces at play or not, this is effects that really affects. It can affect all of us. So as backyard chicken people, and especially.
Okay. So I'm curious. Have you guys ever heard of DailyMail.com? And I see the title, USDA and China. CCP lab are creating deadly bird flu viruses as part of the $1 million collaboration, and you are paying for it. Yeah, I can see why that title can be catchy. So
yeah, so I don't know if that's
the Daily Mail is like the National Enquirer.
Yeah.
I don't know who the National Enquirer is.
Well, it's a tabloid,
like a gossip.
I don't know what a
tabloid. I can't help you. I don't know
what
to tell you.
Newspaper.
Normal
it's
words.
Not. It's
it's fake.
It's an exploitive, gossipy, clickbaity.
It's like TMZ.
I noticed it did have a lot of celebrity gossip in there.
Like TMZ, the show.
Yeah.
See, I am so out of touch. Is this the one? Okay, is this the one? 'Cause I remember as a kid, I got to go with my mother when we did actually go get food. And you're in the grocery store line. You see like...
Bigfoot.
Baby boy born. No, but Bigfoot's real.
Okay.
Baby boy born as bat.
Yes.
You're talking about one of those?
That's
not real? Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
So anyhow, I could have fallen for some clickbait, but
I think you got sucked in.
Yeah, what we do know is avian flu is here, and we'll see what happens. Are you prepared for stealth coops if we have to hide our chickens?
Wait, why would you ask if we have to hide our chickens?
Wow.
Wait, what? No. What do you mean?
Well, if avian flu gets bad, we might have to.
I think she's referring to some undercover deliveries.
Oh, we're always ready for that.
Yeah.
We love our undercover deliveries. Okay, so let's get to
And then there was another topic I wanted to bring out, and that was the cicadas. cicadas are coming out soon, and they're going to be big.
I cannot wait.
I wonder
well, they're
how
already big. There's going to be a large population.
Yeah, I wonder how the chickens are going to react to that. Because the chickens didn't really react to the solar eclipse in my area, which I kind of thought they would, but it was...
Didn't get dark enough.
It didn't. I thought they might get confused.
Right, we were doing the chicken coop in Winston-Salem, and I kept telling you guys, I'm like, it's already done. They're like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I had my little glasses on, and it wasn't a full, it didn't get that dark.
Yeah, I was just sacrificing my phone. I got some great pictures. And everyone's like, don't do that, but I don't know how it would actually hurt it. I don't know. All right, so I see some questions also, too, about Acre. I wanted to update everyone on Acre. Okay. It is going extremely well. We're going to be doing a couple more tests, trying out some things. But everyone we've talked to has been extremely happy about the move. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, we've been talking about for years that we are switching. We're changing out the high-density polyethylene, and we're also changing out the plywood, and we're also changing out the solid wood trim all to Acre. And this stuff is like 10 times the cost of wood.
Piece. This has something on it.
Well, it's yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. I think there's a sticker stuck to that or something.
Okay.
But anyways, or this is the one we tried cooking. That might be the one we tried cooking, actually. Something happened to it.
Yeah, it doesn't actually look like that.
No, it doesn't at all.
That has marks all over it.
And this stuff has just been absolutely phenomenal. We got the coops going out. We already have the manual updated. It's amazing what Evan can do when he's not distracted. For the 6x. And I saw someone was asking about, should you use this as roofing? And that's something I never thought about. I don't see why you couldn't.
Roofing?
Yeah. I guess if you shiplap it, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I don't know.
Ben says we can all learn from Kristen on how to hide chickens.
Yeah, right.
What chickens?
Exactly.
So, and then how have the comments been doing? How's YouTube? I've seen some things come in that it's like, are you kidding me right now?
Is that okay? I wasn't prepared for YouTube comments.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to keep the show moving along here.
So, what is your plan, Matt?
Okay, so I wanted to go over some things. One, CNC question mark PETG sounds like a 3D printed part on a CNC. Anybody have a clue what that means?
No.
I have no clue. And then also, I need everyone's help, too. Who are my is it mathematicians, right? Is that the proper word? We have some questions about decibels, and I promise this is coop related. But if you have 0.015, what is that as a fraction? What is that 15/100ths of an inch? Is that 15,000ths? How does that work? I don't want to get into why we're asking this. Well, okay, I will. As we are dialing in the acre, we are looking at our tolerances and what the expectations are. And, of course, if you know us and ever worked here, the level of accuracy is absurd. I get it. We want to be so perfect. But the acre, just like wood, has been fluctuating a little bit in when we get it in. Mm-hmm. It doesn't expand and contract like wood, so we eliminate that battle. But we like when things are consistent because our especially cutting things on the CNC are so accurate that we want to just make sure every puzzle piece fits perfect. But I'm curious, 0.015, is that 15,000ths of an inch or is that 15/100ths of an inch?
Susan Smith says it's 15,000ths.
Okay, so what is that as a fraction? No, seriously, this was, anyway, so I said, you know what, I'm going to talk about this on VCL because our viewers will be able to help us out because it's not a lot, but it's enough that it's driving us nuts. And, of course, we strive for perfection. Susan Smith says, trim too, so I don't have to paint or stain anything. Yahoo. Yeah, that's actually true. Well, when it comes to the acre, you're still going to want to paint or stain your Doug fir, your solid wood framing. All right, what do you got going on here? 15 over 1,000. So it's 15 thousandths. That's the fraction.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that
just like how it said. Yep.
That is small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. So, but I. Mm-hmm.
So, Fish and Matt Ryan asked if the acre will make the 2x4 material, and I remember from talking to Chandler that they didn't really have any plans to do that.
No, it's siding and trim and things like that. They don't have anything that is structural, is what they said.
Yeah, this stuff that we're using acre for is all aesthetics.
Yeah.
All right, and that's why it's replacing the trim, the high density, and the siding especially. And speaking of that, I also wanted to bring something up. All right, we're back up to 91. Guys, thanks for joining us. It is April 19th, 20. What?
I'm cold.
Oh, someone must have turned.
Eddie says that's approximately 1 in 64.
Okay. And that would make sense because I always tell people, guys, if we're within a 64th, which we want,
Bless you.
what us Yankees call dead nuts, but a 64th, a piece of wood's going to move more than that throughout the climates. I want to show you guys something that Kristen brought to my attention. I'm going to show you guys a coop that we did.
Oh.
Yeah, we did, 7 years ago?
Is that the pictures you sent me, Kristen?
Yeah, it was
7 years ago. And I want to show you guys
7.
why we. Hold on. What
No,
do you
it was.
I have to get it.
Yes.
I already have it.
Oh.
Oh, I'm good to go. Give me a second. Come on back.
Okay.
This is why we say what we say. It's why we do what we do. And if you don't do what we do and you don't listen to us, this is what could happen. Are we ready for it?
Right.
So,
This
and
was
I was
a learning experience for me too.
Yeah, and I was actually thankful for that because even Kristen said, "Oh, I didn't realize that." So here is a chicken coop that we did about 7 years ago. And this coop is in the Pacific Northwest, and they're right next to the ocean. And we did not paint this coop. And when I say we assembled this coop, we did not paint it. We left it for the customer to paint. I can tell immediately what they didn't do. And that is they didn't do any caulking, and they did not fill the nail holes. And I promise you, if you get one of our coops, okay?
So it's the nails that are rusting.
Yeah, it's not the hinges. And
Do you have the other picture of the front?
I sure do. So this is the one where I really wanted to
Yeah.
show. So here's a great example. This is why if you are looking to have us turnkey your coop and you're like, oh my gosh, why is it going to cost so much in paint? We don't just paint it. We caulk it. We sand the crap out of it. We caulk it. We wood fill all the nail holes. It is so much work. The painting is actually the easier part. The stuff is very expensive that we use. But if you don't do that, your nail holes are going to rust. That's why we fill all those holes. It's just that simple. So luckily this customer's not upset. They completely understand why it's happening and they're going to repaint it. I just hope that when they go to repaint it, they resand or they sand everything and then fill the holes and then paint it. But here, I mean, right over the shoulder of this egg hutch, if you will, you can see the ocean. We were waiting to see some killer whales out there. I guess I see them from time to time. So you got a lot of salinity in the air. And plus, I'm telling you, this Pacific Northwest, I can't believe I see sunshine on the ground here. I just want to emphasize, if you're painting your coop, take the time, especially with the Carolina, fill the nail holes, caulk where you need to caulk, just like you would on the outside of your house, or you're gonna have more maintenance, or you just don't care what it looks like. And I know a lot of our customers care what things look like.
So Susan had a question.
Yes.
Hi,
Susan.
Suzanne, I'm sorry.
Oh, Suzanne.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
You're killing me today.
I know. I don't
Poor
know.
Ingrid.
Go ahead, Matt. Why don't you read the question?
It's lunchtime.
So if I only have to paint/stain the Doug fir, if that is all I paint or stain, will it look weird like a patchwork quilt?
Well, it'll look different if you only stain the wood and not the acre, because it's a different color.
Yeah, I guess I have to ask you, what's your definition of weird?
Yeah, I do see a lot of coops that are two-tone. Like they choose a different color for the siding. So I guess it would be, as long as it complements
it's kind
the
of
siding color.
Yeah, it's going to save you so much time.
Yeah, it should be okay.
And speaking of paint, I'm
so
hoping...
it comes in this color.
Yeah, but you can paint and stain it.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Let's make sure.
right.
And I do recommend it. You know, well, you know what?
But this would make you could use a lot of different colors that would complement with this, so you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, and hold on, I was just thinking of something too,
What?
especially with the Carolina, where there is trim and you got to nail on your trim. If you're not going to paint it, well, fill those nail holes, because just like what I was just talking about, or eventually in certain situations, you will start to see rust lines. You got to stop the moisture.
That's
from
the
getting...
first time I've ever seen that, though.
That was pretty
a coastal
bad. Yes.
situation.
Well, it's coastal, and dude, the Pacific Northwest, they see sun once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like it rains a lot. I give people a lot of credit; they're able to live there year round, unless they really like the rain. So I don't know. I guess it's worth a shot, and see what it looks like. I would love it if you tried it and send us some pictures and see what it looks like. Real quick too, I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this YouTube comment. It says, here in the tropics, it's the cold that kills our chickens. That's why we put warm lamps inside their cages to help them incubate and stay warm. We also use coconut leaves for their roof and bamboo poles for the structure. So I can tell you, based on that, I think we're talking like rainforest tropics, but I have a hard time believing that the cold, if you are a chicken hanging out in the tropics, that it's the cold that's going to kill you. You think they acclimate?
There's one word in there when he says incubate.
Yeah.
That you only incubate chicks, so
that's
maybe that's what he means. Because chicks are susceptible to cold.
Right.
So I don't know. You don't typically incubate hens.
So and if they're in cages.
Yeah.
I mean, is this person concerned with their...
I think, so then you think he's referring to his baby chicks?
I think so, because you don't...
Well, can someone reply to him, please?
That's...
Christopher, you got that one, buddy? Now, here's the other thing. I don't understand why people keep asking this. Can I have someone out in the office? Please bring me in a dish of water.
Also, I see a note here that the coupon code is live.
Ooh.
I like these people. I love these people. They get it. They get us.
It's lunchtime and they got it done.
We don't mess around. They just get it exactly. They just get it done. That is the beauty of a family-owned business.
I know, and I feel bad because I misread that. I thought she was saying
you're allowed
that
to make mistakes.
Was. Well, because I have no light here. I blame you with the no light. How am I supposed to see?
It's always everyone else's fault.
It is.
It's my fault.
We'll get Ingrid a night light over there.
So
either bigger screen or light.
I need a bowl of water. Several people have been asking a question. I don't understand why, but I'm going to answer for you right now, live.
Is this like burning hemp?
Kind of, but a lot safer.
Okay.
I mean, it would be fun to do something a little bit more dangerous. People keep asking, does it float?
Oh.
Or they ask, but does it float?
I think they're being sarcastic.
Go ahead. Talking to the mic. There you go.
I think they're being sarcastic. Like, does it float like wood?
Why is that sarcastic?
Or like...
No, the other comments were like, well, I'll take something natural over that any day.
So, right.
And then someone's like, yeah, does it float?
Okay, so I read into it way too much then.
You think they're actually like, does it?
Or is it like...
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting.
All right, here comes Nan.
Is it a witch? Is it a witch? See if she floats.
So Nan, today's sales tax day. Isn't that fun? All right, I'm gonna need a smaller piece of. I was hoping for something that like this could float in. Can you go get me a small piece of? Thank you, honey. A small piece. Isn't it fun doing taxes? Yeah, I love it. Poor Nan. I would.
So
never
people
want her job.
they don't like it because they don't feel like it's natural, but it is natural. I mean, it's made from rice hull.
I think I got the flu.
Hold on, let me. Huh? So let me ask you then something. If it's 51% of something, isn't that what we call it?
No, that's more than half.
Okay.
That's
I think it depends on the subject or what we're talking about. If it's like for an election, then yeah, but maybe not for like.
So, because I mean, this is 50. Yeah, we should abort real quick. 51% rice hull, which is a natural product. And I do like the word that you used in one of the emails that we're sending out to the customers, and that because we don't like the word plastic, but I couldn't for the longest time figure out a word better than plastic, because plastic is definitely a negative. Looking back, I mean, I know we've had great benefits somewhere along the lines, but the long-term effects, it seems as if it's not good. All right. But yet we like things that last forever. We feel like things got to last forever, especially inside the deep litter system. But the word polymer is something you brought up. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, what is the definition of polymer? I really put you guys on the spot.
Well, it's a synthetic.
I don't know.
All right, so
I'm sure somebody can look it up.
Yeah, it's 35% a polymer, or PVC, and of course the 14% magical ingredients. And I really thought people wanted that it floated, but I see, or they want to know if it floats.
Let's see if it floats anyway.
All right, we'll do it.
But yes, I remember that comment where someone's like, I would prefer. Oh, they said wood is weight. Oh, we're gonna have some coffee.
Okay, here we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Nan.
So what's going on here? Thanks, Nanner.
And add the water as much as you like.
What'd she say?
Add the water.
Okay, so we'll fill it up. Let's fill it up. All
That
right.
was smart, so it wouldn't splash around while she's walking.
And I can tell you, we have actually. All right, that's good. I can tell you, we did this a lot, and I want to say it did float because we had to put something on it to sink it, and when we submerged it to see how well it's going to do in the water, and we boiled it. We've done everything we could to try to.
So it does float.
It does float. Wood floats.
It's a witch.
What's that mean?
Francine said she got free shipping with her Lafeber order.
Now,
Look at them jumping on that 25%.
All right, and I'm gonna see if the Doug fir 2x4 floats.
Right. If it was saturated, it wouldn't.
It floats too. Solid wood floats.
Didn't you ever make? Okay, I see where you're going with this. See, it does act like wood. Thank you. Okay, that right over my head. I am such an idiot.
It's a witch.
Why do you keep saying that? What am I missing? And why is Ingrid?
I tried to show it to you once, the Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and me and my kids love it, and you were like, I can't watch this.
It was the dumbest movie ever.
Don't diss Monty Python.
That's
gonna
so
be
stupid.
It's on Netflix right now. We'll try it again, Matt. Have a few drinks first.
It is so dumb. So it floats.
It actually, the wood went half. I mean, I don't know if they're.
Same. Here we go.
Same density.
But this sinks a little bit more than the wood.
Well, this is a lot denser.
Yeah.
So I imagine that would have something
This
to do with
was
it.
about halfway.
I would imagine, that would be a lot more buoyant.
That's about 3/4.
So it even floats like wood. I get it, Christopher. So what you're saying is when I say, hey, it works like wood, it cuts like wood, it looks like wood, we're going to add it floats like wood.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we got
Perfect.
it.
Jeez. I know. Don't hate me, guys. I can't. I'm not. Isn't that English humor?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't stand. I worked for an English company, and their meetings were awful.
I would have loved it.
No, their humor is so. I'm just like, we won the war. I don't have to sit here. That's right. I said it. Okay. It is 1 o'clock. No, it's actually 1:11. So, guys, let me know what you guys think of the camera, and if we are streaming in 4K.
Some people said that you were freezing up a bit.
Yeah,
it might be. It might be the 4K.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the streaming. It might not be. Oh my God! I thought you froze for a second. I thought
I was just reading. Let's bring in Suzanne Smith. This is educational for Matt.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, this is supposed to be a chicken show.
I know.
One of the Salem witch trial era tests to see if a woman was a witch was to see if she would float or drown in water. So is that where the
they reenacted that in a funny way?
I forgot the name of the movie already.
Monty
the Monty Python. Got it.
And the Holy Grail.
So Suzanne Smith also said you can use the word engineered because that actually is a way, the engineered flooring that's like partly wood and partly non-wood.
This is definitely an engineered product for sure, which should mean to people. And the point I'm trying to make is that it's stable. And the thing that can make woodworking, especially if you're building something for the outside, it doesn't want to stay stable. It wants to move all over the place. And I am so happy now. I don't got to worry about if I send this to Louisiana or if I send it to Arizona. It's stable. It makes our life so much easier.
A humid area.
All right. So it's 1:12.
And our camera's still working.
And its camera's still going. So let's get into the questions.
They're.
Do you know where I'm going to be tomorrow?
Where?
Nan has helped me check something on my bucket list. Big Ingrid. Big tomorrow.
What is it? This is exciting.
I'm going to be at The Price is Right.
Wow.
And I am a potential contestant.
Are you serious?
I love when Christopher does that. You don't see him. You don't see him in his cubicle. All of a sudden, you just hear him laughing because he's laughing at a video. Why is that funny? They're gonna be like, Matt Dubois, come on down. And I am totally gonna be rocking the Carolina Coop shirt. And I just hope I don't make an ass of myself. Yeah, isn't that cool?
That is super cool.
What?
You
What
got
are they shooting?
D-Pack?
Oh, they're shooting The Price is Right?
Yeah.
In Durham?
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's going to also be The Price is Right at night. And,
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So now
I'll be hoping and praying that you get on.
Yeah,
and you win big.
Me too, because I do pretty good for my living room, but I've always wondered how I would do on the big stage.
Oh my god!
And I've been watching.
Well, you're a natural.
I've been watching this show. No, but you know what I'm going to do? I don't know anything about retail, right? So I'm going to have Nan in the
does
back.
the shopping.
All the shopping. She's going to know at what everything costs.
I just hope you get the little engineer, the little mountain climber guy.
Yeah, I was doing that earlier today, teaching these guys how to look at lumber. I want to get Plinko, obviously.
You better get on some Instacart.
Yeah.
Memorizing prices.
Nope. I'm going to go in there, me being me, and I'll dominate. I want to spin that wheel.
You better find Nan in the audience when
Oh,
they're
I
looking
know.
for like higher or lower prices.
Without going over.
I know, right? And yeah. Anyways, all right. So, question: How are the newly hatched chicks doing? So the 3 that have survived. They're doing extremely well.
They're getting big.
They are. One of them's a little troublemaker. It's got to be that first one that hatches. Like, oh, look at me, I'm everywhere.
Oh, it's no longer the silky causing trouble?
That Silky's got to go. No, the Silky's finally getting. I don't know if it's a he or her. Do we know yet?
No.
You won't know until you hear it.
Oh.
Until it's too late.
So Fish and Matt Ryan, I know my dad always told me that. He goes, boy, those people are gonna hate that tax bill. Yeah, if you win a car, win some money, you gotta pay taxes on it. He knows a few people that got screwed on the show. No kidding.
Really?
Yeah, I so badly. Yeah, Francine's right. I want to play Plinko.
Plinko.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the chips. That is obviously or hole in one or 2. I should go out and practice my golf game. My wife picked up our rope wrap Bruce bars last Friday. I can't say enough about the quality. Alan, thank you so much. So to that point, yeah, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? You go, yeah.
Last week.
Our accessory orders are 2 weeks out, and I'm like nearly having a heart attack.
That's what I was told.
But they're not.
But it's on the website.
I know.
I think it's expect up to 2 weeks.
That's not what it says.
Well.
Oh, I like that better because if you want rope wrap Bruce bars, they're in stock. But if you want our pre-hung windows, which Ingrid, by the way, we got them out there now with Acre. Sweet. Yeah.
I was just going by the memo.
See what you done, Nan. All right. Other questions.
I just send what I'm told.
Same.
They only take really 100% obnoxious people on stage. How do they know?
That should work in your favor.
Okay. What's obnoxious mean? I don't know.
Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Wow. Nan, what does obnoxious mean?
Full
how
of
do you get through
character,
life?
dear. You're full of character.
Full of character. Yeah.
That's right.
That's a nice way to say it. Sure. We'll go with that.
The most admirable man in the room. That's what it means.
You guys are picking on me. Okay.
Well, yeah.
We got to pick a shirt for you, though.
I'm just taking advantage of the immunity that I have as an employee on the show.
What are belly?
Are you going to wear a Carolina Coops shirt, though?
Yeah, but I probably won't get on if I wear that because they'll be like, oh, you're just trying to get on. So you got to be obnoxious?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look up what obnoxious means. Does that mean just acting like an idiot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, they're going to pick me.
Full of character. Full of character.
Ben says, Nan saying, I just work here.
So how long are you going to be in town?
We got to have that conversation right now.
Oh, I guess not.
No, we can. That was just me. That's my intro into it.
Oh.
Because I am going to be leaving soon. I got to head up to New York.
Okay.
I got to close out some business up there, get our house on the market. Speaking of house on the market, see, I don't get why my brain works the way it does. I am at a 2 number now in weight. And a lot of people have been listening and following along about my keto diet and all the suffering and pain I'm going through, not being able to eat pizza, bread,
You can eat
pasta.
cauliflower crust pizza. The one at Costco is actually really good. It is.
I'm losing weight.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
We had a listener write in, and I printed it off and gave it to you, just some words of encouragement and their
You're
own
doing
personal
great.
journey. That was really nice.
Yeah, so I was just thinking of, I got to go to New York. And then, hopefully I'll continue losing weight. It is working. So if anyone out there is trying to lose weight, I guess the keto does work.
And I get to make all the food that I like.
Well, that's good. It's a
That's what's been going on here. Thank God Nan is a wonderful cook, but
she is.
Oh my God. There's people on break eating pizza, and it's like I'm watching a movie. It's all in slow motion where they're being so dramatic with the. Oh.
You had a beautiful stuffed mushroom last night for dinner, and
Yeah,
I think
that-
you actually liked it.
Yeah, that was good. So it is working, because I was about to throw in the towel. So I'm like, why go through all this pain and suffering if I'm not going to lose weight? And then all of a sudden, my one friend, he's like, it takes about 2 weeks, and then it'll start coming off. And it actually started.
That's great.
So anyways, okay. So yeah, there may be a hiatus coming up. I'm not sure when. Probably definitely by middle of May. So I think we're good. What?
We're good for next week.
You're frowning. There's no lights on over there. I can't really see you.
Yeah, I just want to know because I try to book things, and then I thought you were going to be gone for May, so I didn't book things that I could have booked in May. So, it's all.
Oh, Laura, how you doing? Those store pizzas. Look at the ingredients. Make a pizza casserole. Huh? Yeah, because Nan, you hear that? Pizza casserole. That could get the edge off. Cauliflower pizza is actually pretty good. Come on.
And then make a thin crust pizza and add a cauliflowers. It really isn't that bad.
Oh, when someone says lies, what? I'll try it. Like, I am so desperate. When you come from where I come from, Mike, you are addicted to pizza. We live on pizza. But anyways, all right, yeah, so no, we'll be here. I'll let you know. Keep booking things. And actually, I don't have to be here for the show. You guys can continue on.
Well, it's like a sitcom or something where you take the summer off.
Yeah, I think we'll be taking the summer off. And I can't, we've tried this. We've tried it with one of us not being here, and it's not the same, that's for sure.
No, it's not going to work without you.
This is season 3.
4.
4? Are we on 4?
Gina
Okay.
says, I love cauliflower crust.
Yeah, see?
Make a silky pizza.
I don't like cauliflower pretending to be pizza crust. I'm sorry. That doesn't seem right.
Well,
I agree.
but
I agree.
yeah, if you're desperate though, if you're on keto.
I don't even like cauliflower pretending to be a vegetable, quite frankly.
Nan, are you aware of this, what they speak of?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was talking to somebody else.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think it's time to wrap this up.
Okay.
We'll be here next week, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I think we made it through. Do we like the camera? I guess we'll know when we go to watch the playback.
We might need to not do 4K because people have said it's lagging and cutting out.
Only a couple people did. Yeah. Did it lag? Did it not lag for anyone? Did it not freeze for anyone?
It might be pushing it as far as what people are watching it on.
I might not even be
sure
on
how
the
that
right
works.
Wi-Fi. I probably didn't even put it on the right. No, I definitely did.
My phone did not freeze at all.
So we had some major internet issues this week too. So, all right, guys, we will see you next week. Have a good weekend. Later.
Bye, guys.
Watch for me on Price is Right.
Is it live?